Hi there, my name's Elena Carapetis and I am the resident artist at State Theatre Company, which means that I get to do acting and I also get to write plays for them. Yes. Playwriting is important because if there weren't any plays on the page, there wouldn't be any plays on the stage. I know that sounds like a really basic thing to say, but it's the way that theatre generally works. I think what's really important is that we don't get the same story happening over and over and over and over again, which is why it's really important that people like you write plays, because if you're sick of going to the theatre to see plays by dead white men, not that there's anything wrong with that, but if you are really interested in seeing stories that relate specifically to you, like be the change and start to write those plays for yourself as well. We'll be here to support you. We really want to hear your voice and we really want to engage with you because we believe in you. So yeah, get pen to paper and start writing. I discovered I was a writer when I was a child at school, and I wrote an amazing story about a seal who saw her babies get clubbed by sealers. And my teacher was very, very moved by it. It was really full on, actually. I was a little bit twisted, I think. And I got told by my teacher I was a really good writer. But then I got really intimidated by writing because then I discovered all these incredible writers and thought to myself, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to do that. I'm never going to be as good as those people. And I stopped for a really long time, which I regret. So then I started to become an actor, which I love, and I'm still an actor. And I was really lucky enough to be in the room with other writers as they were creating their plays as an actor, helping them to kind of read characters and stuff like that. And a few times the writers said to me, hey, you've got a really good eye for dramaturgy and for story. And then I thought, maybe I should try and write something myself. And I did, and it sat in my drawer for a really long time. And then when I finally got the courage to show someone, they said, I think this is a good play. Can I direct it? And I said yes, and it was terrifying. But don't leave it late like I did. You know, if I can say anything to you, it's like start now, because if you end up starting in 5 years' time, you'll be in the same position as you are now. So just start now. Seeing you play on stage is this amazing mixture of complete wonder, because the characters are all in your head and they sort of come out onto the page. And then all of a sudden they're in front of you and they're alive and they're breathing and they're walking around and they're saying the things and doing the things and feeling the things that you've made them say. And then there's the other feeling as well of being completely aware that everybody is watching the world that you've created and the responsibility, I guess, that goes with that. But it's thrilling and it's terrifying, but you know, all the best things are, I think. So in terms of inspiration, I guess it can come from anywhere. But I think I tend to like really dig deep and find a question or find an idea that I don't know the answer to. So with a play that I wrote for the company called Gorgon, it was that play, my question was, why aren't boys allowed to cry? And who gets to say what it means to be a boy and have boy behaviour and what it means to be a girl and have girl behaviour? And I started just kind of YouTubing talks about gender and identity. I started talking to lots of young men. I spoke to my nephews who are teenagers about their experiences of being a boy. I thought back and remembered what it was like when I was a teenager. So it's like you kind of go down this sort of amazing wormhole. And I'm a nerd, so I love reading and I love research. And you become like a detective, a psychologist, a philosopher, and an artist all at the same time when you're a playwright. And I don't know of many other jobs where you can say that. So it's pretty amazing. And you get to be the god of a world as well. So my system for recording research is I write things down in books, in notebooks. I have Pinterest pages, which so if I find something online, I'll create a board and then I'll pin, articles and images and ideas to that particular board. Good old-fashioned writing things down. Pinterest. What else do I do? I have often music will really inspire me, so I'll make playlists that make me kind of feel like they'll make me feel connected to the world and the idea and the emotional landscape of the work that I'm trying to create. And the other thing that I do is that I look at different art as well. So a painting or a photograph or a sculpture will often, for some reason, it may not have a logical connection to what I'm writing about, but it will make me go, that painting just captures exactly what this particular moment is. So if you're stuck, I often find that, going to an art gallery or listening to a piece of music can unlock ideas and creativity. So like most artists though, you become a little bit of a creative magpie. So the system that I have about writing plays is very personal, and it's my system, and it actually changes every time. So the play that I'm writing at the moment, called Gods of Strangers, for some reason, I have no idea why, I've started to write everything out as a short story. And then I'll write the play from the short stories that I've written and weave them together. And I've never done that before, but that's just how this particular play has called upon me to be written. And likewise, you will find the things that work for you, the things that trigger you. So if there are exercises that we give you and you're just like, nah, it's just not working for me, don't do them. Do the ones that absolutely spark and inspire and fire up your imagination.